Hello students, today we are going to learn about chapter number 1, Historiography, Development in the West. Introduction. Historical research, writing and studies are carried out with an objective of understanding the chronological of the past event and their interconnection. This is a continuous process. In historical research, it may not be possible to use the method of laboratory experiment and observation. This is so because we are not present in the historical time and space, and the historical event cannot be recreated. Also in history, it is not possible to formulate laws that remain true irrespective of the time and space. Why do we need an expert? First one, for lettering style, author's style of writing, manufacturing date and types of paper, stamps of authority, etc. Explanation. We can prove the authenticity of historical sources with the help of expert in the following field. First one, an expert who knows the language and script of a historical document to read and understand its meaning. Second one who can identify, examine the authenticity, the age in which the writing and lettering style was prevalent. One who can identify the type of paper used, manufacturing date, and the age in which it was used. Fourth one, having knowledge of stamp. Fifth one, expert who can verify various historical reference. Method of various disciplines are useful in historical research. For example, archaeology, archival science, manuscriptology, epigraphy, study of inscriptions, analysis of lettering style, linguistics, numismatics, study of coin, genealogy, study of lineage, etc. Next one, historical research method. Writing of historical narrative means while we writing something about history, we have to check various things before narrating. Here mentioned 6 historical research method. First one, formulating hypothesis. Formulating hypothesis means before writing anything about history, we will assume it and we will prove it, and to prove that we have to collect all the documents. First, we are studying formulating hypothesis. Next one, critically examining of various sources of history. Before writing anything, history have critically examined all the sources we have studied in history till now. This is what critically examining various sources of history. Third one, examining relevant reference of available history information. We have to examine and compare past history and their information we have with us historical information. Third one, collecting historical information, highlighting the process that lead to historical transitions, carrying out comparative analysis. After collecting information about historical process, we have to find the reason behind historical changes. For example, you take Indian independence. You take one party. Congress party had to split moderate and extremist. Moderate thinking was to take freedom peacefully. Extremate was exactly opposite to them. That was the reason they had to split. So we have to see. So it's a continuous changes of events. What is the reason? It is a continuous process. So we have to do the comparative analysis. We have to do comparative analyzing, carrying out comparative analyzing. Next one, understanding the reference regarding time and space of the given historical event and also various conceptual frameworks used in historical research method. Then we have to check what is relevant information. What is the different historical event happened in that time? After we are doing conceptual framework, in this framework we are studying and we are come to conclusion. This is what a historical research method. Last one, formulating relevant question in view of the historical reference. Whenever searching something, I have asked question all angle. If I am getting all answer, then only my information is correct. If I am not getting answer, then information is not proper. This is the word formulate relevant question view of the historical reference. Okay, this is the historical research method. We learned about the historical research method. Now we will learn about what is the historiography and how did the people in ancient society preserve the event in the past. First one, what is the historiography? The writing of critical historical narrative is known as historiography. A scholar who writes such a narrative is a historian. This is called historiography. Next question. Why did the people in ancient society preserve the events in the past? The ancient people preserve the events in the past so that they can pass them the next generation. They use the various means to do this. First one, First, narrating the stories of warrior ancestors to the next generation. Preservation through cave painting. Third one, adopting the storytelling. Fourth one, by singing songs, ballad to impress upon the minds of new generation. Modern historiography. There are four main characteristics of modern historiography. First one, its method is based on scientific principle. It begins with the formation of relevant questions. Modern historiography, to show different type of history, we have to prove with the documents. It means we have to prove it scientifically, as first we have to see in traditional historiography. We were listening poems and stories from our ancestors, so that we have to prove that stories were real. So we are using scientific principle. To prove that historical document was correct, we have to ask question against it. So if we got the answer correct, so that is history proper. Second one, these questions are anthropocentric, it means that these questions are about the deeds of members of ancient human society of a particular period. History does not against any interrelation between the divine and human deeds. These questions are anthropocentric. It means social science. In anthropology, we study about life of human beings and also about origin and existence. So, when we study history, we always learn about life of human beings. That approach we call us as anthropocentric. It means that these questions are about the deeds of the member of ancient human society of a particular period. In this, we learn about the deeds of, that is karma. The deeds means that is karma of ancient human of that particular period. History does not suggest any interrelation between the divine and human deed. When we study about ancient history, we always learn about God, divine power and all. So, modern history does not have any relation between God or divine power and human deeds. Third one, answer to these questions are supported by reliable evidence. To prove any historical document, we have to give the answer to question with reliable evidence. Reliable evidence means trusted evidence. Fourth one, history presents a graph of mankind's journey with the help of past human deeds. With the help of past of human and their deeds, history presents a graph of human beginning journey. Graph is to let us know about their interconnection between human journey with the help of past human deeds. It is said that the modern historiography with the above characteristics as its root in the ancient Greek historical writings. History is originally a Greek term. Herodotus, the Greek historian of the 5th century BC, used it first for his book entitled The Histories. Underline this, The Histories. Thank you, students.